Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Today, my series start on the 27 nakshatras, and I'm going to start my video today with the first nakshatra, the first constellation called as Ashwini Nakshatra. But before talking about and explaining the characteristics about Ashwini Nakshatra, let us first understand what exactly is a nakshatra and why it has so much of relevance in Vedic astrology. So, why Vedic astrology is more precise than any other forms of astrology which is practiced in the different parts of the world, including the Western astrology, is that Vedic astrology takes into consideration the influence of Mahadashas, Antardashas, Pratyantardashas, each planet's drishti, whether it's Jupiter 5th, 7th, 9th, or Moon only 7th, or Sun only 7th. It also takes into account the effects of each nakshatras. And that is why Vedic astrology is extremely precise in nature. It is our incapability to read the chart in minutest of the details, and hence sometimes the predictions go haywire. But actually speaking, everything is very clearly written if you go in the details of a person's horoscope. Now, the term nakshatra, when broken down into two words, that is naks, which means the sky, and kshetra, which means the region. So the sky region, that is a sky map. That's the actual meaning of nakshatra. It also means naks is the map, that is naksha, and the other part of the word is star. So star map. Uh, Both the meanings have meaning. It's extremely. It has a very great influence on a person's or a ascendant's personality. It was the moon that the ancient people actually considered for calculating and measuring, connecting to the stars. And as we all know that moon has 27 constellations or nakshatras, and moon resides in each of these nakshatras in one day, because moon completes its travel into zodiac for in 27 days, and there are 27 nakshatras. So moon basically stays one day, that is 24 hours in one nakshatra. The system of constellations is very ancient. It dates back to approximately 5,000 years, and they have been referred from the Hindu scriptures of the Vedas. And each of the nakshatra is 13 degrees 20 minutes. So if you multiply each of the nakshatra 13 degrees 20 minutes by 27 nakshatras, the answer comes as 360 degrees, which is very accurate and precise. And the nakshatras in Hindu mythology are demarcated on various pillars or attributes. They are the Kama, the Earth, the Dharma, and the Moksha. Uh, so the nakshatras and the signs of the zodiac both begin at the same point. The first zodiac is Aries, and the first nakshatra is Ashwini. And each sign contains the combined influence of the nakshatras falling with it. Compared to the signs, the nakshatras possess a deeper effect, and the signs are merely a heap, a mass, or a collection of influence, as their Sanskrit name suggests. Now, we would have often seen that two people of the same zodiac sign are extremely different. Why is it so? So, you find two Sagittarians. Sagittarius is a fire sign. The attributes should be the same, but they are not. Two different people of the same zodiac will never be the same. The reason is that they might have been born under the same zodiac sign, but they would have been born under a different nakshatra. Even under the same nakshatra, they would have been born under the different charans or the padas as we called. So that is why two people or three people of the same zodiac sign, their attributes, their characteristics, their likes and dislikes will never match. So let's start with some basic features of Ashwini Nakshatras. The Lord of Ashwini Nakshatra is Ketu, South Node Ketu, and the symbol of Ashwini Nakshatra is the horse's head. The deity, the praising deity of this Ashwini Nakshatra are the Ashwini Kumars, who are referred to as the physicians of the god or the healers. And the span of Ashwini Nakshatra is between 0 to 13.2 degrees, that is 13 degrees and 20 minutes. This is a very looking forward and active direction, and this also somewhere denotes speed. So, when we said that the symbol is the horse's head, it has a very great relevance and connection with horse. Horse is known for what? Horse is known for elegance, but more importantly for speed. Now, if we go into a little history and prehistoric times, we all know that the steam engine was invented by James, uh, what was his name? The Scottish engineer, James Watt, yes. And when he was designing the engine, the steam engine, when he invented the steam engine, he compared that speed of the steam engine with horses. So, because during those ancient times there was no great apparatus available, so he took the help of some horses. Now, Ashwini means the name of a person. What does Ashwini mean? Basically, it is a person who can tame the horse or who can put the horse under his control. Uh, Ashwini, the deity of nakshatra is Ashwini Kumar, and it is a dual faced, or you can say twins. And these are highly ambitious people, extremely ambitious. These people are actually reborn to untangle the mysteries of past life. They have to experience the past life karmas into this life. These people are also the ideal for many people, and there are these people are people for of very few words. But these people are great beginners, but they might not end up the assignment in complete zeal, or they might leave the assignment midway. Um, to understand a little bit of background of Ashwini Nakshatra and its connection or relevance with horses, we have heard about this word Ashwamedha Yagna many times in the books of history. When Lord Rama returned back from 13 years of exile, he was made to perform Ashwamedha Yagna. What was the need of it and why was it performed? If you break the word Ashwamedha, basically Ashw means the muscle power and Meg means the mental power. So it is a combination of both mental and physical power. And Yagya is basically not to please anybody or to the exterior world. It is basically a duty, a religious duty, which is performed by various elements of fire and other samagri which goes in the yagna to purify your soul, to purify yourself, and to cleanse all the chakras in your body. So Lord Rama was made to perform this Ashwamedha yagna, and it was very symbolic. And a sacrifice of the horse was given in this yagna. So it is important to know that why this was done. Now, uh, like I said, that this is just not a external religious deed. It is largely to purify your inner soul. Ashwini Nakshatra brings you back in life the consciousness, the life, the liveliness by purifying your inner self. As everything is connected with our mind, um, this becomes a very, very important nakshatra for us. Basically, when I speak about this yagna, it infuses some kind of vitality into you, and the head in your mind is just like the king, which commands over the praja. So, likewise, the head commands, and accordingly, the rest of the parts move into your body. Now, sun gets exalted in Aries at 10 degrees, and exalted means it's a Uch planet in this nakshatra and Rashi. And Sun, Mars, and Ketu, all these three planets get directional strength, especially when they are sitting in the 10th house, the house of karma. So they become very powerful here. As this is ruled by South Node Ketu, And Ketu, as I have described in my earlier videos, it represents the start of the world, the start of the universe, and the end of the universe. So, this being the first nakshatra in the zodiac, this is a start. It starts from zeroness, it starts from shunyata, and that is why Ketu is the lord of this nakshatra. If we go into the history of this nakshatra, then uh, the symbol, the twin faced, and the deity Ashwini Kumars. So, who were Ashwini Kumars? Ashwini Kumars are actually the sons of Lord Sun and his wife Sanjana. And who are these people? These are basically the healers or the physicians to the god. They are seen riding a golden chariot, and they heal people. They bring a lot of light and positivity into the people, a lot of happiness. When this nakshatra is in the ascendant of this particular person, that person becomes very likable, very respected, very lovable. He shines. He is very well dressed. He would like to be very well dressed. He is very well ornamented, and he's extremely efficient in work. He lives by respectable means. He uh, he's full of elegance. He's full of speed. He can never rest at one place. A person of this nakshatra can never rest at one place. And normally, what kind of people who are born under this nakshatra, so what kind of professions they are into? They may be your heart surgeons or normal surgeons. They may be nurses. They may be paramedics. They may be ambulance drivers. Why? Because this nakshatra is ruled under Aries. The lord of Aries is Mars. Mars gives that energy to move fast. And hence, if somebody has to move from point A to point B, they will move very fast. So, an ambulance driver, paramedics, beauticians, and Reiki healers, astrologers who give you a lot of positivity or who can influence you psychologically, who can influence your mind for your well being, healers, Reiki masters, uh, such kind of people who are born under this nakshatra, they take these kind of professions. This is the most rajasic nakshatra of the zodiac, and most of the successful surgeons with this nakshatra have this ability to conduct successful surgeries and bringing back that person back to normal life. This nakshatra gives a person shigravapan shakti, that means anything, that energy to achieve his objective very fast. People born under this nakshatra are also into stud farms or horses, or people who can tame the horses, people who can control the horses. They are born under this nakshatra. Physicians I have already mentioned. Merchants with attractive personalities, attendants, astrologers, somebody who can take care of you and give you a lot of positivity. And as I said, that sun becomes exalted, and these people have a lot of courage because Mangal, that is Mars, being the ruler of Aries, it gives them a lot of courage and guts to the glory. A lot of car race drivers are also born under this nakshatra because if you see the character of a car race driver, he has to be very mentally very alert, very strong, and at the same time he has to move from point A to point B in a very uh, fantabulous and very fast speed. So car race drivers are also seen to be born under this nakshatra. Now, if, like I said, this nakshatra also has the four padas or the four charans, and the first pada, that is the moon, the degrees is between 0 to 3.2. The second is between 3.2 to 6.4. The third pada or the charan is between 6.4 to 10, and the last is 10 to 13.2, 13 degrees 20 minutes. Uh, in the first pada, the moon is residing in the first charan of Ashwini Nakshatra, then these people are have an unsteady mind, slightly unstable. They may be indulged into some sinful act and in some sensual pleasures. They have a tendency to criticize others. People born under the second charan, the second path, that is between 3.2 to 6.4 degrees, they have great spiritual knowledge in great depth. They have many talents. They may be jack of all trade but master of none, and uh, they have a handsome appearance too. When we talk about the third pada or the third charan, it is in the span of 6.4 to 10 degrees, and these people have great analytical and mathematical skills. They may earn through some physical labor. They can be a good advertiser or a teacher. The fourth pada, that is the moon, if it is residing from 10 degrees to 13.2 degrees, then they're extremely truthful, rich, liked by the opposite sex, and they have a great knowledge of occult science, including astrology. The remedy of ill effect of this nakshatra is to offer gold to the deity, that is Ashwini Kumaras, or to the Vaishnavas or the Brahmins. So this was a small analysis on Ashwini Nakshatra, the first nakshatra of our Brahman, the first nakshatra of our Zodiac. In case you have liked this video, then please do watch, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you get the notification of my next video. And till the broadcast of my next video, I take your leave. If you're interested to consult your horoscope, please do WhatsApp your details at 9742 881188. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.